I'm so sorry to have to tell you this. Your wife, she has a secret. She's been hiding something from you all these years. I need you to sit down. If it was me, I would want to know. So I have to tell you, she's been hiding the world's best dry brushes in her makeup drawer. Let me tell you why today on Traveling Dice.
Here it is, the big secret. I have bought this set of brushes 3 times. I love it. I can't have enough of them. The only thing I dislike about them, in fact, is that they hold water for a long time, which makes me want to have a decent collection of them. This is an Amazon purchase, and I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. But for $10, this is what you're getting. Now, what quality of makeup brushes are these? Honestly, I have no idea. I'm guessing not the best. It's $10 for all of these. Now, what quality of dry brushes are they? The best I've ever used. And it's just that simple. $10. If you're doing a terrain project, these brushes here are just amazing. A big terrain project where you want to do some dry brushing to finish this project, these guys are my go-to. I love them. So these are great for big things. However, they're not the best for little things, right? You're trying to dry brush up the armor on a small miniature. You don't want to go with something gigantic like that unless it's like the very first thing you're doing, because you're going to mess up the other paint that you already have on your model. But the nice thing about this set is it comes with some smaller options as well. So you really are getting a myriad of sizes here. You have these really small options, and these are just perfect for dry brushes. They hold a fair amount of paint, they cover well, they don't leave big streaks. I have yet to find a great use for this one, but who knows, maybe something will come up. Also, I don't even know what this is, but yeah, eyebrows, I guess. Brush your eyebrows. I never knew that was a thing. Am I supposed to brush my eyebrows? Yeah, maybe I'll try it. All right, so these guys are just amazing, but don't take my word for it. Let's see these babies in action.
All right, now I do have the speed here on double so we can see a little bit more of the painting action, but I do want to stress that even though it does look like I'm going ridiculously fast, while I'm not going ridiculously fast, I am going at a really good clip here. This is kind of a massive terrain piece, and I go from just black undercoat to done painted in 15 minutes. And okay, granted, this is not a particularly difficult piece to paint, right? It's all stone, and I'm not going with huge variation in the stones, meaning I'm not including any browns or I've seen people also do a nice inclusion of like various greens and things of that nature. So I'm just going gray. So okay, yeah, definitely not the most complicated paint job, but still, it's a really big piece. And I think in these types of applications, right, really big piece of terrain, really big monster, and these brushes really shine because they can cover a massive area, especially if, you know, you're going with mostly one color or mostly one kind of category of shades of color. But with my initial coat here, I really am going for near total coverage. I'm just trying to leave behind some black, and I get a lot of paint, and you just progressively are putting on less paint. The other thing I like about these brushes and just dry brushing in general, and I actually didn't do this at first, I used to let the coats dry in between the next coat, and I don't think it's necessary, and I actually think it comes out better if you just immediately go on. I think it's mostly dry anyways. I mean, dry is in the name. So you do get a really quick drying coat, but even if it's still a little wet, I think what you end up getting is some natural blending that occurs. So I will immediately go on to the next color on a dry brush typically, especially on a big piece where you know, you're going to be 90% dry, if not more, by the time you're going on to the next color. But of course, each subsequent color is going to be faster, right? Because you're deliberately putting on less paint. You're deliberately trying to do more of the next raised up area and eventually just kind of the edges. I really, too, am just shocked by the value of that particular pack of brushes that I showed you. You're well under $1 a brush, and you're just not going to see that at your hobby shop or your hobby store or most places. So not only are they really functional, they cut my paint time down tremendously on certain projects and give me a look that I struggle to achieve, honestly, with more expensive brushes. So I think they're definitely worth a go. So I'm interested to hear from everybody else. If you have a great set of dry brushes, or if you've already discovered the world of makeup brushes, what's your dry brush of choice, and how did you find it? So if you don't mind sharing that in the comments, that would be great. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you only watched this video because you were worried your wife is cheating on you, I have great news. Everything's fine. Go tell your wife you love her, and yeah, before you do go, click the like and subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.